Now, the spirit of generosity, it exists in every one of us. It's the act of being kind and selfless, no matter how big or small. And a little bit of generosity can go a long way. And often it's the smallest things that have the biggest impact.
Absolutely right, Zoe. Now, Cadbury Dairy Milk are shining a light on these generous acts and generous moments, bringing people closer together. There's a glass and a half in everyone. So we thought, let's find out what generosity means to you.
What does generosity mean to you?
For me, generosity is one of the most beautiful virtues that an individual can have.
Generosity for me goes hand in hand with empathy and compassion.
Generosity to me is a verb.
Generosity to me means give, give, give as much as you can and as often as you can.
Whatever you have, you can actually share, even if it's a loaf of bread.
Like ithetha ukunikela ebantwini uba ungabi nanto zakho wedwa uthathe izinto zakho unika abanye abantu yabo indlela like ukukhulisana ukuphilisana ebantwini.
Generosity means being kind to people, not just friends, family and neighbors, but to all people.
It's about giving of yourself without expecting anything in return.
What is it that you can do to make that situation better?
When it comes to greatness, it's not determined by what you have, but rather by what you give. And it's so important to not only give of your finances, but of your time and your energy to others.
And giving whatever energy, the good energy, so that you can support other people.
When I think of the word generosity, I think of an old Setswana idiom that says, "Bana ba motho ba aroganya tlhogo ya tsiye," which basically boils down to sharing is caring. And I think that is at the very core of what generosity is.
For me, that is generosity.
That's generosity to me.
So please be as generous as possible.
There's a glass and a half in everyone. There's a glass and a half in everyone.
Because they believe there's a glass and a half in everyone, they will be inviting South Africans to show their generous spirit by donating their pre-loved toys, books and games to orphans through the little generosity shops across the country. Now here generosity will become a currency, and Cadbury Dairy Milk will gratefully exchange a Cadbury Dairy Milk chocolate for each donation of toys.
It is fantastic. Now join Cadbury Dairy Milk in spreading the generosity and visit cadburyglassandahalf.co.za for more information. Also, follow them on Facebook at Cadbury Dairy Milk SA or at Cadbury_SA on Twitter and Instagram with the hashtag #GlassandAHalf to keep up to date on how and where you can donate and get involved with all your pre-loved toys. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
There's a glass and a half in everyone.
Graham Richards, we're talking about generosity.
How generous are you being with that slab of chocolate?
you
is what I wanna know, because
You can have some. You can really, we've been sharing it the whole morning. Yeah, have some. Have some. Get in there. But while you have some, tell us, what does generosity mean to you?
I suppose for me, it was set, the tone was set quite early in my life that generosity and compassion must be kind of like one of your cornerstones. So I think it's an attitude more than it's just an act of doing something. It's always nice. And sometimes, let's be honest, a small act of just giving or receiving, it can change your day, it can change your mood completely. It can, and so never forget what an act of generosity can do for someone else's, but just try and be in that space. Be one of those people that when people leave engaging with you, they're like, wow, I feel better about life, not like, woof, that was draining.
That was heavy, And it's not a once-off, it's not an event, it's not a once-off thing, it becomes part of your character. That's one thing I like about generosity, and it's never too late to start. You really can inject that into your own character.
But sometimes giving a person chocolate is nice and generous. So thank you so much, man. So just go and give someone else something nice.
Something.
Yeah.
Just greet them. We'll see you after this.
Where do you start your scale of just greet them? That's
I'm generous. I gave you a greeting.
We'll see you in a moment. I acknowledge your existence.
Hello, good morning.